I hope it gives you a glimpse of the day. Let me know if you're interested in that kind of content, and I can shoot more. My days are definitely packed, and there is a lot of variety in them, which I like. It makes me excited and interested in what I'm doing because I want to move forward, and I am excited, and the things that in the future of which I very much believe, and that's why they make part of my day. I love what I'm doing, and I wish the same to you. I start this day today around 6:30 in the morning. I wanted to wake up so that I can get to the airport a little bit earlier. The airport is only about 10 minutes away from my home, where I have to do my first flight test today. And I will get there earlier to shoot some content. I have new information that I have learned, and I want to share with the flying community and give the updates to flight instructors and student pilots. So 6:30, I'm getting up first and letting my dogs out on a fenced backyard. They are going to just have their morning walk on their own, play a little bit. They have a lot of energy in the morning, and I'll grab a quick snack and have my shower. And I'm heading for Langley Airport for my first item on the calendar. This is a quick video shoot. It took me about maybe 20-25 minutes to get all the footage done. I typically take it all in one shot and one attempt. I rarely go back. If I need to correct myself, I'll just do in that one video and I will re-edit. I'm a firm believer that the message is more important than the messenger. And if it's not perfect, the information is still out there that I wanted to communicate. I don't over-obsess about having an absolute perfect shot. And I try to make it good, but I think perfect is the enemy of good, and sometimes we just don't get things done because we want them perfect. So I like getting things done, especially when really the lighting or the sound sometimes would not even affect the essence of the message that I want to bring across. So here is my quick content shoot this morning, and then I'm heading for my first flight test today. The candidate was a PPL candidate, and when I came in, she was all ready to go for the flight test. I love that. Then we can make it efficient. We had a little bit of a general chat, and she shared her background, and then we proceeded with the ground portion and the flight. So we were ready to taxi about an hour after we met. The flight test was completed at around 11 o'clock, and I'm heading for my first ice practice today. This is my practice where I'm learning new skills. It's about 20-minute drive, and I spent those 20 minutes talking to Jackie, who is my marketing person. We discussed some updates for the website, functionality that we need to check, some of the marketing tasks and strategies, and I made this drive efficient. We like doing video calls because you are almost sitting face to face with the person. But if the connection is not good, audio call is just fine. So after those 20-minute drive here, I'm on the ice for about an hour and a half. I have a lesson with my coach for about half an hour out of that time, maybe 20 minutes. And the rest of the time I'm working on my own. I know the deficiencies in my skills, and I kind of have an idea how to fix some of them. But it takes time to go over and over and over until your knowledge about fixing something translates into muscle memory of actually being able to do this skill. So I'm done at 1 o'clock, and because I had another unexpected flight test coming up for this afternoon that was not planned for. So I was originally planning to be in the office to do some work and picking up some stuff, but I'm not making it to the office this afternoon. So I asked the dispatchers to bring the items for my tomorrow's trip to me on the ice rinks, and the guys were super helpful, and they did that. So as I was skating, they also dropped off the stuff for my trip tomorrow. So I'm done here on the ice at 1 o'clock, and I'm heading back to Langley Airport. So our office is in Pitt Meadows, but my flight tests today are in Langley. So I'm heading back to Langley, and I'm off to my second flight test. We still have good weather. That's excellent, because recently we had the weather on and off in Vancouver, and have nice stable blue skies is such a blessing compared to liquid sunshine we're having here in winter. So here I am back at Langley Airport, and we are heading up very quickly, nice and efficient. The airspace is not too bad here in Langley. The practice area is extremely busy. We have planes going in all directions. Unfortunately, some of them are not even communicating properly. So flight test is important. It's more important not to have a mid-air collision. So we spend some of our time looking around and just making sure we're not running into many actually of these pilots, student pilots, and they are not maintaining a good lookout, or they're not communicating where they are and where they are planning on going. So it's a little bit difficult to navigate today. But the weather is good. Everybody wants to fly, which is great. So we're staying safe. We have completed the flight test. And here we are back on the ground. This candidate is so excited. That has been a big milestone in her flight training journey. She is continuing further to her commercial flight test. Her commercial training and commercial flight test. Beyond that, one very hardworking lady, and this is definitely a very well-deserved success for her today. I'm off and running now for my second ice practice today. So this Sunday we are having an ice show that we are skating with our skating club. Today in the afternoon we have a full dress rehearsal practice towards the Sunday show. We will be skating 2 shows on Sunday. Today we are running through the entire show with no spectators, but full dress on, full timing, and actually we will run the full show twice back to back, and to make sure we don't have any last minute glitches. So here I am back on the ice to do 2 ice practices. Well, to do 1 ice practice, but running the show twice. Here are some glimpses of it, and exciting. Next, I've actually had to get the permission from our head coach and choreographer to step off the ice a little bit earlier. We still had a couple of numbers to run through, but I have to catch my flight to Calgary now.
The main terminal and board in the flight to Calgary. So I have another couple of hours to catch up on emails and messages and go once again through the checklist for the Transport Canada inspection tomorrow. We will be in Calgary just past midnight and going to pick up a car and then spend another couple of hours driving to Red Deer. Well, actually, it's just over an hour, but maybe stop on the way, grab a coffee.
We are flying out of Abbotsford Airport today, so that's excellent because it's only a 15-minute drive from home to the airport to catch the flight, and the parking is cheap, nothing like in YVR. So I love flying out of Abbotsford. It's a smaller community airport rather than the big international. The check-in procedures are faster. Security procedures nice and quick, parking is cheap, so, and it's a nice and quick direct flight to Calgary tonight. So we are having a Transport Canada inspection tomorrow at our Red Deer base, and that's why we are flying out tonight, drive, and then taking a car driving to Red Deer. And we will stay there for tomorrow, and then tomorrow evening return via Edmonton back to Abbotsford. So here we are driving to Abbotsford, leaving the car. Here taking the plane. While I am at the terminal, I have, and waiting for my flight for the boarding, I have a little bit of time to catch up on my emails and texts and respond to a few things. Actually, I have to send to the accountant some reports. Here we are arriving now to Calgary Airport. It's just past midnight, but it's Alberta time, which is only 11 o'clock, 11:20 p.m. BC time. So there's 1 hour difference between the provinces. And this is not my bedtime yet. I usually go to bed somewhere between midnight and 1 o'clock, sometimes slightly past 1 o'clock a.m. Vancouver time. So that would be an hour later Alberta time here. So we are grabbing a car, and it's about an hour something, 15, 20 minutes, sometimes less, depending on traffic. Obviously, there is no traffic here at night. So we'll stop by at Tim Hortons or so to grab a cup of tea for the way to keep us warm. It's much colder here in Alberta. In BC, it was well in the 10, 15 degrees Celsius. Here it's below freezing at night. I think this night will be like -8 and probably slightly above freezing by day tomorrow, 4 or 5 degrees in the sunshine. So Alberta is definitely a colder province than BC. On the bright side, we do have sunshine way more here than we have on the coast. So here it is, the drive, and we arrive into Red Deer Terminal. So here is my day. It's not an everyday, but it's not very untypical. I would typically have a lot of things packed in the day. If I did not have a trip to Red Deer like we have tonight, I would typically spend the evening working on various projects with about the same timeline, and I would either be communicating with people offline, obviously, so sending emails and messages, not expecting any answers at night, or I would be having a deep dive project where I would shut all the communication off and just work either on spreadsheets or video editing or some creative project writing, or more hands-on either accounting or documents or writing courses. So depending what I'm working on, if I have to do one of those deep dive and really focus on focus and concentrate, then I would typically not have the communication on, or sometimes it's communication on very much when we are collaborating with the other team members. So it depends. I usually have one way or the other a big chunk of my evening focused on some sort of work. So I hope it gives you a glimpse of the day. Let me know if you're interested in that kind of content, and I can shoot more. My days are definitely packed, and there is a lot of variety in them, which I like. It makes me excited and interested in what I'm doing because I have lots of choices, lots of freedoms, and I can prioritize things that I want to move forward, and I am excited, and the things that in the future of which I very much believe, and that's why they make part of my day. I love what I'm doing, and I wish the same to you. Happy productivity.